everyone, Amanda here. Thank you so much for joining me. So I'm here today to share a mini haul. Now we don't normally do this kind of video because I think they're a bit boring, but I'm sharing this for a reason. Okay, it's not a paid promotion. I've paid for all these myself, but I've got quite a passion for sharing small businesses and especially UK small businesses. So I'm going to explain what I've got, where I got them, why I chose there, and then I'm going to show you each stencil one by one so that you can have a good look and see if there's anything you might fancy, because if I can help spread the word of a UK small business where you can get things from, then that's brilliant. So I needed some stencils basically. Now I'm not one for buying one thing from one place and one thing from another, and I don't have time to sit for hours searching for things. So if I can fall upon somewhere that sells everything I need in one go, that is a bonus. And Mike Deakin's website has got quite a variety of stencils. I bought quite a lot, 16 actually, and I was thrilled that I was able to get what I wanted in the one place. Okay, I was thrilled at the price because these are only £5. Okay, now that, if you look at the price of stencils, is a very, very good price, and especially based on the quality, which I'll discuss further. And the fact that I can support a small seller, I will do it as much as I can. I will avoid the big A as much as possible. And I'll even avoid UK-based large craft companies, you know, these big websites that sell all sorts. And I'll tell you why. Because when you buy from a small seller, your money is going direct into their household economy. Your money is going direct to them. When you buy from there or other larger places, you're paying for managers and CEOs and shareholders and goodness knows what. When you use a small business, it's going direct to them. So I've got to a stage now where nearly everything I buy comes from small UK sellers. All of my craft supply, all of my art supplies, my gessos, my primers, my matte medium, my paints, everything I get from Calder Arts, which is an actual art shop in my local town in Huddersfield. I get my cardstock from a UK small seller whose name's completely escaped me, and I also use the Mad Scrapper. I think they're in Scotland, but I might be wrong. So I'm getting where I can get everything from small businesses, and it just sits nicer with me. I just feel like not like you're helping out, like it's some kind of charity, but you know that you're doing your bit to support a small business. Like I say, so the money's going direct to them, okay? They're earning their own income. It's going direct to them, blah, de blah. So that's the reason why. So Mike Deakin Art, I'm going to leave all the links in the description box below. 16 stencils. They're all fantastic. The quality's amazing. You do pay shipping, okay? And it starts at, I think it's £2.95 and then 50p per item. Now you might think, well, that might tot up if you're buying quite a lot of stuff. I bought 16 stencils. However, the fact that the products are so reasonably priced, it kind of negates the postage that you pay. It's neither here nor there, really, because to me, these are worth more than £5 because the quality's stunning. I got this little card here, beautiful, and you've got all of his information there. And then I got a little slip here, which I like the personal touches, whether it's handwritten or it's been printed, I'm not sure. Might have had a ghostwriter do it. But the fact is, you know, they've used your name and you've got a thank you. You don't get that from there. These personal touches go a long way, and that's what you get when you buy from small sellers. The Mad Scrapper does things like this. Whoever packs your order will write a little note on the bottom of your invoice. So what else did I want to talk about? I think that's it. I did opt to have all of mine in the one package. They do normally come packaged individually, but you can. They did message me and asked, would I mind having them all in the one package to save on the environment, which, yeah, I'm all for that. No problem. So let's have a look at these. Right. So I got a wide array, and to me, unless I come across something that I absolutely love. I think I've just about covered all my bases. So there's the first one. Let me make sure I'm in shot, and I'm going to tilt it up so it's not glary. Now, these kind of stencils I love because they are what I call multifunctional. You know, you're not just getting one pattern, you're getting multiple things. So these are perfect for art journaling. You'll know your painty lines and stuff. Now, some artists just do all of this kind of thing freehand, but I'm new to art journaling and I need all the help I can get. So these are perfect. Okay, so that's the first one. And look how many different patterns there are on there. Chevrons, arrows, words, painty marks, all sorts. Perfect. Here's another. Beautiful. And here's another. Absolutely love them. Let me just find that one with loads of detail, and I'm going to share. So here's one of my favourite all-time patterns, this kind of Baroque pattern. Okay, now these are extreme. Now, I'm not an expert. I don't know how many microns of thickness this plastic is, okay? But it's pretty weighty and it's very, very sturdy. Now, I normally buy these, and I can tell immediately that these are a lot thicker than these. They're bigger. You're getting more pattern. You know, you're paying what you pay for these because it's a large company. You're paying your CEOs, you're paying your managers, you're paying your whatever, you're paying for the brand. So, and these are, what are they? 7, 8, 9, 10, depends where you get them from. But the point I'm wanting to make is on these kind of stencils, when the material's a little bit flimsy, when you get these little, can you see like this little bit here? I'm quite heavy-handed with stencils. And I have bought this stencil and another one that's like this several times because these flimsy bits here get beat up, especially like these little tiny bits inside. They'll get beat up and they end up getting bent or broken. That's not going to happen here because these are mega sturdy. They're not going to be getting bent and beat up, okay? So the quality of these is fantastic. Like I say, they're not flimsy. They're fabulous. This one I absolutely love. And obviously, you know, I don't really need to tell you how to use stencils, but you can use paint, you can use inks. I've seen people even use watercolour paints, modelling paste, all sorts of things. If you can even go in with your micron pens, you know, your really thin fine liner pens, and use them and draw and use them that way. Now, this is what I was looking for when I was hunting for stencils, this like pebble. I saw somebody else with one similar. I think the one she had, the pebbles were larger. And when I saw this, I was absolutely thrilled because I don't know why, but I absolutely love it. So that's going to add fabulous texture or, you know, stenciling. And then this one again, love it. Perfect as a standalone, or obviously you can just use it and just draw some of the circles. So I just thought that was really versatile. I loved it. What else have I got here? Large numbers. Always a winner. This one's beautiful. Absolutely love it with all of the circles. Don't know which way around it goes. Does it matter? Is there a shiny and a dull? I don't really think it matters unless it's got directional writing. I just love that. You know, I'm going to be doing some jelly plate printing, whatever. You know, I could use those with my acrylic paints in my art journal, or my, I probably use acrylic paints, or my, I won't use inks, distress inks, acrylic paints, whatever. I'm losing my train of thought here. This one I love, again, because it's multifunctional. It's got loads of different marks. Now, some, you know, accomplished art journalists can do all of this kind of thing freehand. But I'm new to it. I need all the help I can get. And this is giving me all of those little painty marks that those really clever art journalists do in a stencil. Brilliant. And, you know, the way they've been done, once it's stenciled, it will look like you've done it yourself. So, bargain. I just love this one. It makes great, you know, just do bits of it. You don't have to do the whole thing. But I just think it's great. All different kind of wonky rectangles, I suppose. Then these are masks rather than stencils. So obviously, you know, your stencil is giving you whatever you put in there, you're going to get that. Whereas these, when you go over, you're going to get that this will come up as a negative space, just in case you're new and you don't know the difference between a stencil and a mask. And I love this. I think it's absolutely brilliant. Can't wait to use them. And then I got this one, which is numbers. Love it. I think it's fabulous. Going to be brilliant for jelly plate printing, or even just using direct on my art journals. And then I got this one, which I love. Love anything like this. It's kind of vintage. Love it. And then I got this one. Beautiful. And then I got the large alphabets. So again, you know, stencil, paint, modelling paste, or go in with a pen and actually write them out, draw them out, whatever. I think I've shown them y'all. Let me have a look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, yeah, 16. So I've just about got everything I need in the one place. That's going to cover just about every scenario that I need, and I am more than happy. And the quality is amazing, because I am heavy-handed probably with stencils, but these are so thick, but they're not thick where you're not going to get the detail, but they're sturdy, they're brilliant. So I'm more than happy with those. Absolutely thrilled. So you will be seeing these in my upcoming art journal videos, where I'm going to transform myself into an amazing art journaler. I'm not very artistic that way, but I enjoy it. You don't have to be fantastic at it. It's fun. Okay, and if you've got some things that can help you make those marks and help you make those patterns to give you a strong start, then I'm all for it. So I now have a fantastic collection of stencils at, you know, not a whole heap of money. Okay, I tend to buy things all at once rather than in dribs and drabs, because I like to have a collection, and I won't need to replace any of these. They will last me forever and a day. Okay, I'll still be using these when I'm 90, because they're that sturdy. So I hope you like those. So Mike Deakin Art, I'll leave all of the links in the description box below. Go and have a look, see what you think. You might see something you fancy. Don't blame me if you go for one stencil and come away with 16 like I did. Okay, that's disclaimer, it's not my fault. Go and have a look. Thanks for watching, take care, and I'll see you soon. Bye.